The crown of shadows. Listen, my children, lean close, for this is not a tale of joy alone, but a tale of power, betrayal, and the price of greed. It is a story that came from the ancient kingdom of Ifeoria, a land where the sun kissed the earth with gold, and the throne of ivory stood tall, shining like the pride of the people. But beneath that throne, deep in the bowels of the palace, there lay a secret, a crown, not of gold, not of jewels, but a crown darker than the night itself, the crown of shadows. It was said that this crown was born in the time when men fought the gods, forged in fire no mortal flame could match. It gave its wearer power over both the living and the spirits of the dead. But do not be deceived. The crown carried a curse. For the shadows that whispered within it were sweet liars, promising glory, but feeding only ruin. For many generations, kings of Ifeoria locked it away, swearing never to touch it. But time, my children, time tempts even the strongest of oaths. Now hear of King Obanla, ruler of Ifeoria. Age weighed heavily upon him. His voice cracked like dry wood, and his eyes had grown dim. The kingdom trembled, for the king's end was near. And when a king is dying, the question always rises, who shall wear the crown? Obanla had 3 heirs. The first, Prince Adesoji, a warrior whose strength shook the battlefield, proud and fierce as the lion. But his pride was heavy. He saw men as pawns, not brothers. The second, Prince Adekunle, a man of silver tongue. His smile could melt iron. His words could charm even an enemy. But beware, the snake too moves with grace before it strikes. And the last, Princess Morayo, gentle as flowing water, wise beyond her years, a healer, beloved by the people, though she had no hunger for throne or war. 3 children of one king, 3 hearts beating towards one destiny. One stormy night, when lightning tore the sky apart, whispers began to crawl from beneath the throne. A servant carrying food to the king swore she heard a voice, deep and sweet as honey, but dangerous as venom. Soon the whispers reached the ears of the royal heirs. Each heard them differently. Adesoji thought, with this crown, I will crush kingdoms. Adekunle thought, with this crown, my brother's sword is nothing before my tongue of fire. And Morayo trembled. She thought, if any of them touched this crown, Ifeoria would drown in blood. But temptation, my children, is a shadow no one escapes so easily. Prince Adekunle was the first to move. That sly fox bribed the palace guards with gold and promises. One midnight, he crept into the vault. The air was cold, thick and heavy. The deeper he walked, the stronger the whispers grew. At last, he saw it, the crown of shadows, sitting on a pedestal of black stone. Its surface alive with faces that shifted like oil in water. It whispered his name. Adekunle, take me. With me, your words will rule armies. King and queens will kneel. He smiled, trembling with greed, and reached out his hand. But before his fingers could touch it, Kang, a sword struck the ground before him. Step back, snake, growled Prince Adesoji, stepping into the torchlight, blade in hand. You think you can trick your way to the throne? The crown belongs to me, the warrior of Ifeoria. Still clashed in the shadows as brothers fought, their angers filling the chamber. But in their struggle, neither noticed that the crown had vanished. For in that very moment, in the temple above, Princess Morayo was praying for her father's life. She knelt before the gods when suddenly the oil lamps stretched their flames and the shadows coiled around her. And there it was, the crown, floating before her, black and glistening. Daughter of kindness, it whispered, take me. With me, you can end hunger, heal every wound, command even death itself. You can rule not only Ifeoria, but the world. Morayo's heart pounded. She saw visions, her people never suffering again, her kingdom safe forever. But then another vision came. Flames, screams, her own eyes black as coal, her laughter echoing as she destroyed all she loved. Her tears fell like rain. She whispered, I will not wear you. I will not be your puppet. The crown hissed, if you refuse me, your brothers will not, and your greed will drown this kingdom in blood. Adekunle poisoned the king's wine, plotting to seize the throne. Adesoji discovered the treachery and raised his warriors. The palace shook with the cries of war, brother against brother, guard against guard. Flames swallowed the royal chambers, and in the heart of that fire, the crown of the shadows returned. This time, Adesoji seized it. He forced it upon his head, and in that moment, he was no longer Adesoji. His eyes turned black. His voice thundered like 10 storms. He cut his brother without mercy. Adekunle's blood stained the marble floors. The shadows coiled around Adesoji, whispering, kill them all, trust no one, not even your sister. And so she waited for him in the temple, unarmed. The flames danced. The air shook as Adesoji entered, wrapped in darkness. Sister, he growled, his voice no longer his own, kneel before your king. But Morayo stood tall, her face calm. You are no king, Adesoji. You are a slave to the shadows. The crown hissed, the sword rose, death hung in the air, and then Morayo began to sing. A soft song, a lullaby, the same her mother used to sing when they were children. Her voice trembled, but it was filled with love. For a moment, Adesoji faltered. His human heart, buried under the shadow, stirred. He dropped his sword. His hands clutched his head as he battled the whispers. With tears streaming down, Morayo reached forward and touched the crown. I free you, my brother. There was a flash of lights. The crown screamed like 1,000 dying souls, and then it shattered into dust. That night, King Obanla's soul left his body in silence. Adekunle lay dead, consumed by his own schemes. Adesoji lived, but broken, haunted, unfit to rule. He vanished into exile. And so, the people turned to the one who had saved them, not with sword, not with poison, not with shadows, but with courage and love. They crowned Morayo the gentle queen of Ifeoria, and under her rule, peace returned. And so, my children, true power does not live in thrones or crowns, but in the strength to resist temptation and to love even when darkness surrounds you. Thank you so much for listening to today's story. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps me bring more beautiful folktales your way. and it means the world to me. Also, remember to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next story. Let's keep growing this storytelling family together.